Hello everyone, welcome to Quansap. My name is Dharmendra. Today I am going to talk about swing trading and I will show you how to utilize a tool to identify the direction and how to analyze the price action technique so that we can take an appropriate trade at an appropriate time, and I will also show how to manage the risks. Okay, I will show you exactly at where we should take the trade, okay, so that your risks will be minimized and you will be in profitable, okay, the profit will be maximized. All right. So, let us first discuss how people take the trade, and then I will show you what we can rectify, what are the mistakes they made and what we can rectify. Okay. So, all right. So, this video is especially this video is specifically for those people who want less trade, okay, and they want to maximize the trade. Okay, let's just say in a month they just want to take a few trades and they want to be profitable. Okay, I cannot say how much percentage, how much ROI they want to achieve, because it is the personal matters. So, if you want to scale it up, all right, you just need to check the strike ratio, and according to that you can increase the lot size and funds. All right. Now, let me show you how I am going to use the tools, okay, and what are the parameters I need to take care. All right. Now, see, here I am going to use the PCR data. All right. See, most of the people they use PCR to identify the trend. Okay. So, here I am going to show you what is the PCR data, and according to that how can I take a trade. All right. So, when it comes to PCR data, okay, when it comes to PCR data, okay, so the full form about PCR is put call ratio. Okay. So, put call ratio, it means that how many put writers are there, how many call writers there, and their ratio. Okay. So, whichever is more dominant, the ratio will tend to be moved towards that particular put or call. Okay. So, according to that I will identify the direction. Okay. See, here put call ratio means here in the numerator total put OI, and in the denominator it is total call OI. Okay, that is your PCR ratio. Okay. So, total put OI and total call OI. Okay. So, let us just say I am just taking an imaginary number. Okay. Let us just say here the value is around 5 lakh and here the value is around, let us just say 2,50,000. Okay. So, you can see the put OI is twice the number of call OI. So, the PCR ratio will come like this, 2 upon 1, it means 2:1. Okay. I am taking the absolute number, that is why the absolute figure is coming. Okay. It will be in decimal. All right. So, let us just say the figure is like in crores. Okay. So, it will come in decimals. So, here you can see if the put OI is more, the PCR ratio will increase as compared to call OI. Okay. That means people are more interested in keeping the market on the upper side. Okay. Because here the put writers are making the position. Okay. Put writers, they are just selling the puts at the particular levels. Okay. So, that is why their OI is increasing at every point of time. Okay. Similarly, the call OI, they are also interested to keep the stock down, but the numbers of call writers are lesser as compared to put writers. Okay. So, I can say the put writers over here are more dominant as compared to call writers. Okay. Put writers are more dominant as compared to call writers. Similarly, if I reciprocal it, okay, if I reciprocal it, let us just say here it is 2,50,000 and downside it is 5 lakh. Okay. Then the ratio will be like this. Okay. 1:2. All right. So, here if I convert into decimal or absolute number, so it will come as 2, it will come as 0.5. Okay. So, people take into consideration these PCR value. Okay. What they say, if the PCR value is above 1, okay, above 1, most of the people they tend to buy that particular stock, okay. But at the writer's perspective, people think that there is a certain saturation level, okay. That means if above 1 it reaches to 1.5 or 1.8 or maybe 2, okay, at whatever level they are seeking, okay. At certain level there is a saturation level, okay. So what they think that this particular stock might come down from that particular level, okay. So what they do, when once it reaches to that particular level, they just short that position, okay, they just short the future or maybe the call option, all right. Similarly, when it goes down, okay, 0.5 or maybe 0.1, 0.2, okay. So people think that is the saturation level of the lowest point, okay. So what they do, they just buy that particular stock or they short the put option, okay. So in that case they will generate the revenue, they will generate the profit, all right. So that is the general perception, okay. Now whatever changes happening at the total put and total call OI, okay, it will reflect over here, okay. Now we know the moneyness, all right, we know the moneyness of options, all right. Moneyness of options, that means there are ITM call, ATM, I am sorry, ITM option, ATM option and OTM, all right. So in case of call, the ITM is where the strike price is lower, lower the spot price, and the ATM where the strike and spot price are the same, and the OTM when the strike price is greater than the spot price, okay. That is the moneyness, okay. If you if you go for the put option, it is exactly opposite of this call option, all right. Now here see the total put OI and the total call OI. I will consider this value which is placed at all these levels, not at particular level, okay, all these levels. So whatever the changes happening at any particular level, it will reflect over here, okay, at put OI and call OI, okay. Now it is very important to consider that which strike is more important, which strike drives the spot value, which drives the underlying asset, means which drives, means they play a significant important role, okay, significant role in deriving the direction of that particular underlying asset, okay. That means let us just say I am taking a stock, let us just say I am taking a Bharti Airtel, okay. So let us just say if any changes is taking place at OTM, okay, so it will reflect over here, but that will be greater effect, no, because at the ATM or ITM, okay, because most of the buyers, let us just say I am taking the trade, so I am an option buyer, so most of the buyers what they do, they place the order at ATM or ITM level because that is the driving factor, okay. So here if any changes is taking place at ATM level, it should be reflect over here, but here in normal PCR data, the changes which are taking place at any point of time, it will reflect over here, all right. But in modified PCR, okay, in modified PCR, when it comes to driving factor, okay, about the direction of the stock, they consider ATM level changes, okay. So whatever the changes is taking place at ATM level in the options OI, it will be reflected in the modified OI PCR, okay. So let me show you how it will change, okay. So you can see this is concept tool, okay. I will go to analyze, okay. Under PCR you can see this is the normal PCR data, okay, this is the normal PCR data, all right. So at normal PCR data, we all know when the OI PCR increases and price also increases side by side, it gives us the idea that this particular stock will be in uptrend, okay. So we take the trade according to that. Similarly, the volume PCR is exactly opposite of that, okay. Here when OI PCR changes, okay, it moves up towards upside, also price increases along with the OI PCR, that means there is a uptrend, okay. And when the OI PCR moves down, okay, when it decreases, price also decreases, that means there is a downtrend. Here the volume is exactly opposite of that, okay, because it is inversely proportional to the price. That means if the volume PCR increases, the price decreases. Alright, volume PCR increases, price decreases, it shows there is a downtrend, and the volume PCR decreases, price increases, and it shows uptrend, okay, exactly opposite. Now, I am going to show you OI PCR historical. See, I am not going to go with the general concept, okay, general concept, alright. I am not going to get along with the general concept about, okay, if it is move beyond 0.7, that means there is a buy, it goes beyond 0.7, there is a sell. I am not going to do that, okay. Consider the factor which I have explained it to you, okay, because according to that I am going to generate a trade over here, okay. It will be considered as a swing trade also, and you can do the intraday trade also, alright. So, here you can see the OI PCR over here, you can see the value 0.5, 0.1, 1.5, 2.1, 2.53, okay. So, the yellow one is the future price and the green one is the OI PCR. You can see it is spike up towards upside, then again came down, then again moves up, then again came down, alright. So, as I am saying, there is a saturation level, there is a saturation level. So, when it moves to the spike, okay, but this spike is has been generated on the elections day, okay, it was not a normal day. So, I cannot consider that all the time, but you know, according to the data I have to consider, because it is the interface, it is the working of this data. So, you have to consider it, okay. So, you can see there was a spike, alright, there was a spike, okay, and the price was below, then again it moves down and the PCR went down, okay, there was a spike, then the stock moves towards upside, then again came down. That means the PCR is just it is returning back from a certain particular level, there are changes. So, that means there is a driving factor, alright. So, in OI PCR historical, you do not need to look at from where it can reverse it, okay, from where it can reverse it. The software will do everything by itself, okay. So, it will give you the signal, let us just say the red color and the green color, okay. So, at green triangle, it gives you the idea that this particular stock might be in uptrend, okay. At the red triangle, it will give you the idea that this particular stock will be in downtrend, alright. So, here I can say, okay. So, you can see, alright, you can see on the 25th July, okay, there was uptrend generated, okay. So, that means there is a green triangle, okay, and the price was 1587. On the 2nd August, there was a downtrend signal was generated, and you can see the future price is 1659, and you can see from 1659 it went to 1524, okay, on the 6th of August. Similarly, on the 25th July, price was 1587, you can see it made a high of 1750, okay, then again it came down. Now, see, whenever the signal is generated, can I take trade on the same day or immediately? No, it is not like that, okay. I need to consider certain price action technique, okay, because it will help me to realize this is the real time, this is the real price, I need to take a trade over here, and also I need to consider the risk factor, because I need to keep the stop loss, I cannot keep the stop loss according to this software, okay. For that I need to check for the price action technique, alright. So, this is Bharat Forge, okay. So, let us go to Bharat Forge. So, let us just say on the 25th July, okay, the price is 1587, alright, 25th July. So, let us go to 25th July, alright. I will go to analyze, I will select chart order and trade, okay, and I need to go to 25th July, okay. So, okay, so this is 25th July, alright. So, let me check the data, okay, I am thinking chart is not moving, alright, no worries, we will do it manually. Yeah. Okay, you can see the 25th July, okay. There was a buy trend 1587, okay. Now you can see This is the 25th July data. Okay, 1587 was the price. All right, 1587 was the price. That was a perfect price. You know why I am saying it was a perfect price? Let me show you. Okay, so here, okay, let me show you. So I will place the horizontal line 1592. Okay, I'll do the setting text coordinates. Okay, so here 1587. All right, you can see at 1587 the signal was generated. Okay, it might be generated over here, it might be generated over here. All right, so you can see the signal was generated over here. Let's just say if I am taking a trade over here or over here. Okay, my best place to take the trade is over here. Okay, not over here. The reason is that you can see the first candle is very big. The first candle is very big. My stop loss will be huge, because if I am taking the trade at 1587, my stop loss will be 1550. That means 37 points down. That means you can see it is more than 2%. More than 2% of the value of the stock price. Okay. So here if I am taking the trade over here, let's just say I am taking the trade over here. Okay, 1590. Okay, because at 1587, 1590 it is crossing over here. Okay, let's just say I am taking the trade. Why I am taking the trade at 1590? Because here it has made the swing low. Okay, the price action technique, the W pattern, you can see it over here. Okay, the W pattern. That is why I am focusing on price action technique, because it will help me to manage the risk. Okay, because it always show me where to keep the stop loss. All right, so you can see at here lower level. Okay, I can place my stop loss. Okay, my stop loss will be 1580. You can see that if I place the order at 1590, my stop loss will be 1580. That is a perfect. Okay, that is a perfect stop loss, because just only 10 points. It is lower than 1%. Okay, lower than 1%. So here if I am going to take the trade, I am placing the order, just a minute. Yeah, so this is the stop loss. Okay, now I am going to take the trade at least 1:2. You see, it is swing trading. Okay, my stop loss is less. Okay, so I have to go at least for 1:3. Okay, this is the risk management, because you see you have a small stop loss, you can go for the 1:3. If you have a big stop loss, then you should go for the 1:2 or 1:5, because when it retraces back, the losses will be huge. Okay, so now here I can go for 1:3, and next day it gave me 1:3 ratio. Right from the 1590 it went to 1630. Okay, so you can see it gave me 40 points. Alright, it gave me 40 points. But if you want to look for the larger trade, a larger profit, okay, then look for the resistance which is nearby. Okay, you can see this is the resistance. Okay, and it you can see on the next day it was broken. Okay, then imagine the profit will be huge when the resistance level is broken directly on the gap up. Okay, on the gap up side. So you can see my next target will be over here. Okay, so 1640. All right, I can take the trade at, I can book the profit at 1640. I can book the profit at 1680 also, because that is the greater resistance over here, and you can see it has reached to 1660, 1680 also. Okay, so this is the swing trading using the PCR data, OI PCR. All right, modified PCR, and you have just saw how I have analyzed the stock, how I have checked the price action technique to put the stop loss, also to take the target. Okay, there are two ways to take the target. One is we can select the resistance, and second one we can see the overbought zone of the RSI. Overbought zone of the RSI. So here the overbought zone of the RSI here entered over here, you can see at 1630. Okay, so either of them is good, because at any point of time you are getting 1:3 ratio. So this is how I am going to take the trade using the modified PCR, all right, and using the price action technique. Also you can see from okay, on the 2nd of August, that signal was generated over here, that at 16:59 there is a sell side trade. Okay, you can see here there was a resistance. Okay, the resistance was broken down, the support also broken down over here. You can see it has respected this particular support and it went down. Okay, now if I am going to take the trade over here, okay, I will keep my stop loss at this particular level. I can keep my stop loss at this particular level, okay, and I can take the trade according to that. So I'll, this is my resistance, this is my support, okay, and this is where I am going to take the trade. Okay, so you can see there is nearly 18 point stop loss. Okay, 18 point stop loss, so that is fine because it is like greater than 1%, that is fine. Okay, so I can take the trade over there, and you can see there was a gap down. Okay, it gave me more than what I have expected. All right, so this is how you are going to take the trade using the PCR data. All right, so if you want to know about this tool, about this particular application, just call on the number mentioned above. This is Dharmendra Rajbhar. Thank you very much.